Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and today we are going to be talking about 7 and 8 string guitars and in general extended range guitars. So before I get started, please remember to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that way you know when I'm creating new content, and feel free to like the video as well. Also, feel free to comment down below if you want me to review something, make a video on something, guitar related, anime related, cartoons, Harry Potter, whatever, all that nerdy goodness of YouTube. So let's start with a 7 string. What I got in my hand right here. I'm just going to do this guy. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 7 strings. So I'll just start off telling you what this guitar is in case anybody wants to know. This is a Schecter Damien Elite 7. This is an older model, the South Korean made model, not the Indonesian made, and it has the 81-85 Zakk Wylde pickup combo, except obviously for a 7 string. The tuners are Grovers. Not exactly sure what the bridge is, but it is like this black sparkly burst, bolt-on neck, arch top. So just for Schecter in general, it's kind of like a combination of a Les Paul and a Stratocaster is the best way to describe some of their guitars. You have the bolt-on neck and the general S shape of a Strat. You have the arch top of a Les Paul, and you have the tilted headstock of a Les Paul as well. The only major difference is they stagger their tuners. If you look like this, they progressively go inward for better tuning stability because they are going into the nut of the guitar at a more straight angle. That's why your Gibson G string typically goes out of tune a lot on some models. So, I guess the first question you can ask is, do you want an extended range guitar? Do you like gent? Do you like really heavy metal? Do you like lower tunings, like super low, drop, Q flat? That is a joke. I'm sorry for my dad joke. But basically, do you want very low frequencies, almost to the point where you should buy a bass? But we won't get into that right now. So, Meshuggah, famous band. If you know Jared Dines on here, he's always rocking I think like a 7 or 8 string guitar. Sarah Longfield, the queen of 8 strings, as they call her, Rob Scallion, the king of 8 strings, in my opinion. But yeah, all extended range guitars all allow you to do different things. So obviously there are more notes. Typically there is a longer scale length when you have an extended range guitar. Most of them are 24 frets. And it gives you another B. And you can obviously tune that to whatever you want, but for the sake of this, it basically just gives you a B string. Neck-wise, they are fat. As you can see, this is it's a comfortable neck, but it's very wide. Be careful of bolt-on necks for 7 and 8 strings, because as you can see here, this heel joint is freaking massive. And it really hinders you. I can get to about the 23rd fret, but trying to get up here, trying to get to this 24th fret on the low B string is not happening. So just keep that in mind when you are buying a 7 or 8 string guitar, because a lot of you guys want to do crazy solos, have those low chugging notes, and then go to up to your 24th fret for your crazy sweep picking solos that I can't do and never will. So getting into a 7 or 8 string starting off, do not buy, for the love of God, do not buy a Jackson Dinky, because you will hate the guitar and everything about it. Do not start with some sort of Squire-esque guitar, which is, like, it's not going to sound bad, but you're not going to love it. It's just going to be, it's like, oh, hey, I bought a 7 string, I played with it for 45 minutes, okay, I don't want to do this. But at the same time, don't get so high into it where you're buying, like, one of those crazy friggin' $4,000-$5,000 9 string, and it even goes up to 10 string guitars. Yes, there is a 10 string guitar. Agile sells it for, I think it's a little over $1,000. Don't buy that. If you want to do that, buy a double neck combo with a bass, because that's basically what you have. It's a bass and a guitar in one, and the neck is about twice as thick as this. So just imagine this neck, just like right here. That's your 10 string neck. Don't buy that guitar. Weight-wise, this particular one is a all mahogany body with a maple cap. Very, I guess, Gibson-esque woods. It's heavy. It is. This guy's probably 7, 8 pounds. It's not like a 9 pound Les Paul, but it's definitely got some hefty weight around it. Know that your strings, because you have an extended scale length typically and you have lower strings, they're not going to be super low, as low as you can go. They're going to have to be higher up, because if you have them as low as they can go, you're going to get a lot of buzzing. This, you can hear that. I'm actually picking that a little bit harder than I should be. And you don't want to, if you want it lower, you're going to have to deal with having a light attack. You can't be, jamming, slamming your hand as hard as you possibly can on that guitar, because you're going to get constant buzz. And yes, that when I go too hard, that does pick up through the amp, and it's very annoying. Pickup set wise, stay away from 707s. Very muddy. Most people do not care for them. EMG, if you want to go that route, has a lot better sets. Blackouts are a pretty good mid-range pickup. Passive wise, I think there's like a 7. I'm pretty sure there's a 7-pole Invader pickup out there that you can do for Seymour Duncan, but it's pretty much primarily Seymour Duncan and EMG are the ones that are doing the extended range pickups. There are some random no names out there. I think Fishman has a 7-string one, I believe. I don't think they have an 8-string one, but I could be wrong with that. They might have an 8-string one, or it might be like a combo 7-8-string one. I think Boss has some sort of weird, funky one for an 8-string. And then if you go the route of like Harley Benton or Agile, which I highly recommend if you want to get into 7 and 8 strings guitars, because you can probably get into it for $400 or $500. And that guitar pretty much retains its value. You can basically sell that guitar for what you bought it for. And also, some of them come with EMG pickups. They come with active EMG pickups or active Seymour Duncans, depending on the guitar. And even their own brand. If you want to go with their own brand, I've heard they're not as good as the EMG or the Seymour Duncan, but they are comparable. They're usable in a band situation or, a recording situation. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get into extended range guitars, don't put too much money into it unless you're rich. If you got money to blow, go for it. Try something in the mid-range to start, so that way you don't have something that's complete junk or something that's so friggin' expensive you're afraid to actually play it. My name is Steve Gray. Have a good one.